Hi, this is Joe again with another video. And for this video, I'm going to be doing this video for my Facebook page, Big Six Tower shareholders. So this is going to be mostly for them. And hopefully this is definitely going to be the last video I'm going to be doing for the board election, because the board election is now officially over. And of course, I want to thank all you guys for voting for me. And even though I did not win, which is a bummer, I finished 6th among 7 people, so I finished pretty low on the totem poll. Only Dorothy Comiskey got fewer votes than I did, which I kind of had a feeling that would happen, but I kind of expected it. But I was kind of hoping that they would get at least double the, well, maybe not double, but at least 50 or 60 votes more than I did. At least get over 200. But for those of you who did not see the results, or at least did not see the post I made yesterday with the results, for the board election for 2017 is we got 504 total ballots, which is a joke. Again in a minute. John Galuli got the most votes. He got 346 votes. He got a 3-year term. Jonathan Bogomich, sorry if I messed up your name there. He got sorry, let's see the light here. He got 303 votes, which is he got a 3-year term. And the two Johns are the only 2 candidates this year who got more than 300 votes. Only 2. Then comes Barbara Collins with 267. Also, she got the top 3 people got the 3-year, the 3-year spots on the board. Then comes Jerry Lamani with 255. He got Bill Kriegler's remaining 2 years on the board. Then came Howard Geary with 196 votes. I also will get into that in a minute. Then came myself at 151. And then came Dorothy Comiskey with 114. But there were also 7 ballots that were blank. People just sent it in just for the quorum, but didn't vote for a single person. And there were also 7 ballots that were invalid. Because maybe people either overvoted or didn't fill out the name, or whatever the circumstances were, they were called invalid. And of course, tonight actually we have the election for the office, the people who will be the officers on the board for the next year, like president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and then of course also the committees, like public safety committee, or move in, move out, buildings and grounds, and the tournaments committees will also be decided tonight as well. On the day you're doing this video, which is November 2nd. Well, I want to thank everybody who took the time and voted. Unfortunately, I wish that more people had voted. We had to wait about a week to get the result, to get the quorum that we needed, because we're like 15 ballots short of getting a quorum. And I have to admit, like I said earlier, or at the top of this video, I'd like to thank everybody who had voted for me, which I didn't expect. Even though I finished 6th in the election, I got 100, like I mentioned, 151 votes, but it's about 150 votes more than I expected. I didn't expect to get any votes really, because I know that I'm not, like I mentioned in other videos, I know I'm not the most popular guy in Big Six, for a lot of reasons. Like I was mentioned in the previous video, I was attacked at the first candidates night. A woman blamed me, who lives in my building, actually blamed me for the mice and the rats problem in the building, which I have nothing to do with, because she yelled and screamed at me about the school. Oh, thanks to you, we have a mice and rat problem in the building. I mean, she went on this rant for a couple of minutes And I wish that the next year, when we have the elections again next year, I do hope that if we do keep the same ballot company, that to have a procedure that we will ban personal statements or attacks on candidates, because that's what it was. That was a personal attack on me. And I had people come up to me, especially those who attended the first night, came up to me and thought that it was disgusting that I got attacked like that. Because everybody knew that was on me, or the attack was on me, and people, complained about it. That it shouldn't have happened. That the guy who conducted the meeting should not have let that happen. Unfortunately, he did let it happen, and I think maybe that's why I got such a terrific low vote total that I did. But I think also because there was a whole bunch of this little cliques who hated my guts for one reason. Not just because of the squirrel thing, which has been going on for over 25 years. So it's not just because of that. Because I think that because of I know I don't want to bring up the name, but the Hellman family and all the plenty of them still living here, who still hate my guts because of everything that's happened between Jimmy Hellman and myself. We know he passed away 2 years ago. That hatred is still there between the family and I, which is just, I let it go a long time ago, but unfortunately they haven't, and they still, attacking me for it. Which is a shame that they still 2 years later still have this grudge on me, and I bet you that all of them, of course, voted for Howard so they could stick to me even further. And also, of course, the rivalry between Bill Quigley and myself that's still going on over 20 years later. That's still going on. So I know that a lot of people who supported Bill naturally, of course, going forward against me, and because of all the back and forth stuff between Bill and I over the years, over the 20 years that we've been fighting, I'm sure that's happened. And of course, I'm also pretty sure that the people who are feeding the stray cats, like Sonia and Kathy Tremonino from Building 7, of course, also probably voting against me, or at least trying to convince people not to vote for me. That's probably happened too. Even though I have not seen any signs up or any flyers in any of the buildings, I think because the board put a policy out, no electioneering, only in the lobbies, and make sure there are no flyers up or around and stuff like that. So I have not seen any flyers against myself or anybody else, which is it is a good thing because it became cluttered. The buildings became cluttered with all that stuff. So with all that electioneering stuff, or don't vote for this guy, don't vote for this one, don't vote for that one, or whatever. But I do have to admit, moving on from that, I am kind of surprised of the results, because like I said earlier, I thought I would get a much higher vote. Simply because I was never on the board before, and usually people who are not on the board before usually gets a higher vote, more likely than not get a higher vote total. And at least, unlike Howard Geary, at least I showed up at the candidates' nights, both of them. Howard Geary scheduled a vacation like 2 or 3 months in advance, so he was not planning on being here for the candidates' nights, and he got 196 votes. He got 45 votes more than I did. And I'd like to know is how in the hell did that son of a bitch, I have to say, got 196 votes to my 151. And I'm not saying I don't appreciate the people who have voted for me, or thank you guys, but I'd like to know is how in the hell did he got 196 votes? And I really would like to know. Because the way he treated, and if you have seen my videos, okay, people would not have voted, should not have voted for him. He should not get a vote total that high. Nowhere near close. He should be finished under 100 votes. If people have done the right thing and not vote for him, he will have gotten fewer votes than Dorothy Comiskey did. And at least Dorothy, as hated as Dorothy Comiskey is in our co-op, at least she showed up at the candidates' nights. At least she was here, or at least she showed. At least she showed up. Great, say that 5 times. At least she was there, and she answered the questions. And even though she blasted, she always likes to blast everybody and stuff like that. But still, at least all 6 of us were there, who were still here, still living in Big 6 when we had the candidate. At least we showed up. There's no excuse for people voting for a guy who didn't have the courtesy to be here for the candidates' nights. And I think most of it because he saved us money. We only had a surplus for 5 years, and Harold Geary was only on the board for 4 of those years. So he's taking credit for other people's work. Now, if I had gotten elected this year, along with Howard, I would have moved in the first board meeting, which is going to be held on November 14th. That's going to be the first board meeting after the election. I would have moved to have him suspended and removed from the board for cause. The reason for that is because he is in violation. He violated a court order. Not against me. I don't have a court order on him, but Roy Lippman did. And you could complain about Roy Lippman's newsletters. I know I have, because of how how accurate the newsletter is. I don't know where he gets his information from, and I know probably 90% of it's probably excuse me, it's probably made up, and most likely made up. But Howard violated a court order when he ordered public safety to go into every building. Well, public safety has access to every building anyway, but he ordered them to go into every building to check for Lippman's newsletters and to collect them and throw them out, and throw them in the garbage, and rip them up and throw them out. That was in violation of a court order that Roy Lippman had, and I mentioned it in a video, and that son of a bitch still got 196 votes. I'd like to know how in the hell that guy got 196 votes when after my video went viral. At least the 40-minute video I did, that he still got 196 votes. There's absolutely no excuse for it. Well, I want to close out this video by saying I do want to, I know I'm kind of short, but I still want to. I'm still surprised that I am glad that Howard is off the board, so maybe he got some of my rights back because he's off the board now. But today, I saw him today, in the afternoon, and he made like a beeline to the public safety office. He probably was in there complaining about me again, because he's probably following, because he did say he was going to be following me around at the annual meeting. If he loses, he's going to. Now he has nothing better to do. Now he's going to be following me around. And if he is following me around, constantly doing it, I'm going to file a harassment complaint on him, and not only that, but trying to get a protection order out on him for this stuff. If he is doing it, that's for sure. But one thing that I am surprised of, I'm surprised that Jerry Lamani got elected anyway, because I know he is even more hated than I am. And I think part of the reason why I got the vote total that I did was because of the fact that I don't have the technical experience to know the stuff that goes on, say, in the power plant and stuff like that. But I am, like I said in my other videos, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to know everything. So I'm a more hands-on guy. But I do wish that I had gotten elected. I'm disappointed I wasn't. But I'm telling you one thing, I do hope that this board does the right thing and remove that stupid gate that's in the maintenance shop. That's the first thing I'd like to see them do. And to repave the parking lot between Building 4 and the shopping center. Those two things have to be done. And if they don't do it, maybe I'll run again next year. As of right now, and I'm not planning to run the year in advance, and I'm going to do that. But I do hope that they do those two things. And I do hope that the board does not vote for Kevin Doyle as board president, because he's been board president for 4 years. I think it's enough. I just hope that someone else is. I hope that Kevin is not an officer on the board this year. I hope he's not. I hope he's on any major committees, because I think it's enough. I think we have, because he's been on board for 5 years now. He's entering his sixth and final year on his 2 terms. Because after his term is up next year, Kevin has to stay off the board for a year. So I do hope that he's not an officer on the board this year. I hope he's not on the public safety committee this year, because I'm telling you, he's probably going to follow. Howard's probably going to order him to follow me around. And like I just said, if Howard follows me around, it's going to be the end of him. I'm telling you right now. Because I'm going to file a police complaint on him. I'm going to get a protection order out on him. I'm going to do whatever I can to stop this harassment. I mean, they've been putting up this harassment for almost 2 years now. And, it's enough's enough. That's why I ran for the board, and I do hope that the 150 votes I got was taken away from Howard. Because of, if that was the case, I'm glad that I ran. I'm glad that now Howard Givney is off this board for the next year anyway. I'm glad he's off the board for the next year, so now I can relax a little bit, and hopefully don't have to worry about him following me around. If he does follow me around, he's going to be in trouble if he even attempts anything. And I hope that more people vote against him next time he runs, which we probably will run next year. Myself, I don't know if like I said earlier, if the board does the right thing and remove the gate and repave the sidewalk, and repave that parking lot, I will have that parking lot repaved within the next year. I probably won't run. But if they don't do it, or if they don't do what I ask of them or request of them to do, I might run next year, so that those things can be done. But I do wish the board members, especially the new ones, good luck. I do hope that they do the right thing and get rid of that gate and repave that parking lot. That's the two things that I hope they do. If we happen to have an information meeting in the next few weeks, or at least before Thanksgiving anyway, if we have an info meeting before Thanksgiving, or right after Thanksgiving, if we have an info meeting, I'm going to bring that up. I mean, especially with the new board, let's get those two things done immediately. I want to thank you for watching, and I want to thank you guys for one more time for voting for me and support. And for those of you who support me, I want to thank you for your support. I wish it was more. I wish you have all voted for me, or at least get 100 more votes anyway. But next year, who the heck who knows if I'm going to run next year? I have to. Like I wrote in the post yesterday, I have to think long and hard about running again. It was an interesting experience running for the board. I learned a lot of stuff. I learned how the election system here works, and I do hope I did enjoy answering your question. The candidates nights really met a lot of you, and I know a lot of you were impressed about how I expressed myself in the two candidates nights. They didn't pull a Dorothy Kaminsky and cussed out the woman who was cussed me out at the first candidates night. But you know why? Because he didn't deserve a response from me. That's why I didn't respond. Because he didn't deserve a response. And if that woman happens to be watching this video, I'm gonna say it's one thing. May your name and memory be obliterated, and may the name of the wicked rot. Which is a curse, the strongest curse in Judaism, that if there is an afterlife, God willing, you will never get there. Your soul will never get to the afterlife because of the little stunt you pull at the candidates night. So if you know what curse for me, that is a curse from me. And thank you for costing me the vote, you piece of human excrement. Thank you for those who for watching this video. And once again, I want to thank all of you who voted for me, and thank you for your support. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we get back to my regular movie review soon. Thanks for watching, and catch you all next time.